I'm Jeff Jedrusik, the Chief of Police of the Wesleyan Police Department, and welcome to another episode of the Wesleyan Report. Today we're going to talk about some of the newest technology the Wesleyan Police Department has initiated for our department called ARCS Alert System. The Wesleyan Police Department recognizes the need to maintain law enforcement transparency with our community, and we continue to build upon the concept. We continue to strive towards ways to build community trust and confidence. The Wesleyan Police Department began the mission back in 2014 when we committed to becoming a nationally accredited agency. This process required a complete police department and administrative policy review by CALEA. CALEA is the Commission on Accreditation for Law Enforcement Agencies. Since 2014, we have reviewed, modified, and updated every single policy, procedure, process, and review system within the Wesleyan Police Department. In 2016, we earned the Gold Standard Accreditation for Law Enforcement Excellence. Wesleyan has been reaccredited every year since. This is a standard which has been achieved by less than 5% of all law enforcement agencies throughout the country and less than 10 agencies in the state of Michigan. In 2018, the Wesleyan Police Department took the next step towards this transparency commitment with the implementation of the body camera program. Wesleyan was one of the first agencies in the state of Michigan to fully implement body-worn cameras for every police officer and every patrol car. That program has been proven effective. In addition, just a few months back, the mayor and I announced right here at the Wesleyan City Hall a new partnership between the Western Wayne County NAACP and the communities of Western Wayne County called the Partners of Progress. This is a communication forum listening tour which is created to enhance opportunities for discussions between the police agencies and the community members that we serve. Today, I am proud to announce our next step towards full law enforcement transparency. The Wesleyan Police Department has partnered with law enforcement intelligence leader Alta Vista Technology. This company has created a new intelligence risk management software program called ARCS Alert. This management application is designed to help prevent problems from occurring within a police agency. The program allows for two configurable user dashboards. The first is an internal dashboard, which will provide data directly to the Chief of Police to help analyze department risk on factors such as police pursuits, use of force, officers' productivity, and officers' behavior patterns. The second dashboard will provide up-to-date transparency information about the police department to the public. The public dashboard will show the public crime rates, arrest data, citation data, citizens' complaint, officer use of force, and training data for all of our department's 81 sworn police officers and our 25 civilian employees. This program is now completely accessible to the public through the City of Westland's website at cityofwestland.com by clicking on the Police Department page or the Open Government page. The Wesleyan Police Department is one of the very first agencies in the state of Michigan to have implemented such a comprehensive data management and awareness platform. No one can ignore recent and highly publicized events involving African Americans and some law enforcement officers. Many police organizations, including ours, are taking a closer look at our use of force policies, our training, and our accountability systems. Wesleyan Mayor William Wild is in support of this program, and he recently stated that Alta Vista's proven ARCS Alert technology seeks to modernize the way we do things through the application of an AI-driven decision-making to give us greater supervision and effective accountability management for our police agency. We truly believe this partnership will improve community relations and help keep Westland safer. Now I want to take a second to show you exactly how to access this site and all the different things that it offers to the public. So now by clicking on the cityofwestland.com's website and going to the police department or the Open Government tab, you have access to the Wesleyan Police Transparency Portal. By clicking on that, it'll bring you to the ARCS Alert page. As you can see here to the right, we have the Wesleyan Police Department Policy and Procedure Portal. This will provide access to all of our policies, procedures, and rules and regulations for the Wesleyan Police Department. Below here is also a tab called the 2019 Bias-Based Policing Report. The community dashboard provides data which is pulled directly from our Clements reporting system. Simply reviewing data does not answer all the questions, and oftentimes it creates more questions. Each year we conduct a complete bias-based police review of our police department. Bias-based policing is defined as the selection of an individual or individuals for enforcement action based in whole or in part on a trait common to a group without actionable intelligence to support consideration of that trait. This includes but is not limited to race, ethnic background, national origin, gender, sexual orientation or identity, religion, economic status, age, cultural group, or identifiable characteristics. This bias-based policing report dives deep into how we obtained the information and the numbers and what those numbers reveal to us after looking at them. As you scroll down to the transparency page for citations, this is a 5-year review of all citations issued by the Wesleyan Police Department. We are able to show monthly totals for each year by hovering the cursor over the graph. And we also can show the 5-year trend. In 2018 and 2019, we began more aggressively enforcing certain laws and ordinances, such as snow emergencies, firework enforcement, and selective enforcement details, which reflects the increase with these numbers. As you scroll down farther, you'll see the citation demographic. This shows the percentage of violations issued to race over the 5-year trend. By hovering the cursor over the bar chart, you can see specific numbers. As you can see, our citation trend has been pretty consistent for the past 5 years. The next 2 pie charts are 2019 citation percentages specific for both race and gender. A little farther down, you will see that we have arrest transparency. Similar to above, this is a 5-year review of all arrests made by the Wesleyan Police Department. We are able to show monthly totals for each year by hovering the cursor over the graph, and we can also show the 5-year trend. The next 2 pie charts are 2019 arrest percentages specific to both race and gender. We take it a step further and break down all of our 2019 arrests by age. By hovering over the bar chart, you can see that the highest number of arrests involve 28-year-olds. These numbers are captured in a few ways. They include custodial arrests, persons arrested but posting bond, and also persons cited or summoned. This is important to understand because when you hover over, let's say, the age 8 bar chart, the chart shows that we arrested an 8-year-old child. In this scenario, an 8-year-old child ran away and may have been located by a police officer and then taken back home to his parents. So statistically, this would show up as an arrest because it's categorized as an arrest. A little farther down, you'll see the training transparency, which shows the long list of training courses and training hours that our officers receive on an annual basis. As you scroll down a little farther, you will see the use of force transparency pie chart for 2019. These use of force cases are where officers were forced to respond to an offender's resistance. These charts are specific by race and gender. The next bar chart details how the officers are responding to resistance. If you hover over the verbal commands, it's our highest number because officers are trained to use verbal commands on all use of force cases. As you scroll around, you'll see that we hover over the firearm display. As you see, we require our officers to document every firearm display. These are most often incidents involving felony stops or a case such as a fleeing and eluding or a stolen car where the officer displays his firearm. The 2019 use of force bar chart shows the number of Wesleyan police uses of force and then the correlation to what type of police call these forces were associated to. For example, the highest number of resisting arrest police use of force incidents were when we responded to domestic violence calls. This is often because officers are already responding to a violent situation, and oftentimes persons involved are under the influence of alcohol or drugs. The 2019 use of force pie chart breaks down the reason for the uses of force. A little further down, you'll see one called Citizens Complaint Transparency in 2019. This pie chart shows the percentage breakdown of what types of citizens' complaints are received by the department and also the disposition of complaints. Further, there are percentage breakdowns of citizens' complaints based on race and gender. As we continue to add to this system, you're going to see additional things that are added on there like pursuit analysis and things like that. We're going to continue to add to this as we move forward. As you can see, that is a very comprehensive program, and there's a lot of work that has gone into it with the intentions of providing pure transparency and up-to-date information to our community. There's going to be a lot more information to come on this product as we continually update this on a weekly basis. Thank you for visiting us on another episode of the Wesleyan Report, and there'll be more of these episodes to come in the future. Thank you.